I'd love to see your family be affected and hurt because you voted for Trump. Yeah, I voted for Trump. Absolutely.
I find it interesting that y'all created a story. You spun a narrative around what it was Donald Trump was saying and what he said he was or wasn't going to do for y'all. Because nowhere at all in Donald Trump's platform did he in any way discuss manufacturing other than through tariffs. There was no specific timeline. There was no policy plan. There was nothing. What you did was make a calculation, and a dog shit one at that. And now that you are realizing that that is the case, you are demanding space and grace from everybody who had tried to tell you that that was going to happen. And the reason you allowed yourself to spin that story to make that calculation is the same reason white people always do. It's that we rely on our whiteness to protect us, to insulate us from these systems and institutions, from the consequences of decisions like this. Because it always historically has in the past. Because these systems and institutions have been in place to protect us, to uphold the white supremacy nature of this country. But you are now finding that we have entered a new era where that is no longer the case. That it's not just being a white man. You need to be a rich white man. And what's funny is these are the types of conversations y'all hate to have, right? Call it woke and this DIA stuff, and like you guys lose your minds over it. But what's funny is your inability to have these conversations is what allows you to miss the forest for the trees. It allows you to completely miss the larger understanding of not only why we are here, but how this is going to keep going. Like what's going to happen from here? Because I can promise you, this is going to get way worse. Because this has always been about protecting the billionaire class. This has always been about protecting capital owners, the ultra wealthy top 1% of the people in this country, that hold the vast majority of the wealth in this country. Because among other things, they use white supremacy and racism as a way to not have to address our material needs. They use it as a distraction, as an excuse, as a justification for telling us why it is we can't have the things we say we need. It's the reason so many people, maybe even including yourself, are like starting to get uneasy about what it is you're seeing coming out of this administration. But I haven't completely turned off from it because, hey, at least they're still rounding up black and brown people and shipping them off to concentration camps in other countries, right? It's you can't have health care because of the immigrant. You can't have housing because of black people. Yet you can't have college education, pre-K, childcare, any of the other things that we absolutely, in the richest country on the fucking planet, 100% could fucking have. You can't have any of that because of X, Y, and Z other issues. It's not that capital owners, the billionaire class, is robbing us fucking blind. No, it's trans people. No, it's gay people. No, it's black and brown people. It's the immigrant next door. And you bought what they were selling 100% because you're fucking stupid. And I don't mean stupid as in an inability to understand this. I mean stupid as in willful ignorance. What you did was decide that you could convince yourself that Donald Trump wouldn't do anything bad to you. That, yeah, he's saying all this other stuff, but it's going to be good for me. Yeah, but that's not going to happen to me. But he wouldn't do tariffs. He wouldn't do X, Y, or Z that's going to hurt me personally. And you fucking know better. Because there were plenty of people telling you all along that's the case. And all you had to do was listen. All you had to do was pick up a fucking book. All you had to do was do just a little bit of deep dive, little bit of research, little bit of broadening your horizons. But you can't even be bothered to do that. And now that this is directly impacting you, you're upset with people who are justifiably so angry with you. The thing is, you didn't come hat in hand, ready to admit you made a mistake, to offer an apology, to look for forgiveness, to ask how you can work to make this better, to help make the change, to do anything at all. No, you got on here angry and defensive that people were calling you out for helping to get us in this position. That you're experiencing the consequences of your own actions. I also live in Sarasota County, by the way, and I can tell you, people like y'all, I have absolutely no interest in engaging with. I'm so done arguing with y'all. Y'all have no clue. I can guarantee you don't know half the shit that's going on in this county, let alone the state. We've been the authoritarian testing ground for quite some time now. And the way that, I just don't have it in me. Best of luck to y'all. I'm talking to people who haven't been paying attention, where it's really starting at ground zero and educating and growing, moving people from there. Y'all, until you're ready to say yeah, I made a mistake, I fucked up, and want to do the learning and the work, I don't know what to tell you, man. Good luck to you.